Okay, so now we are live on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. My name is Yasmin, and today we'll guide this conversation. Today we'll talk about immigration. But before, it's important to remember that Talk and Talk is a community where we come to communicate in English, Spanish, French, and also Italian. And this is a conversation. This is not a class, so we are not here to correct you and to teach you, but you will learn a lot. So we can start introducing ourselves. So Ricardo, can you start introducing yourself?
Okay, nice day, Yasmin. Well, I'm Ricardo. I live at São Vicente. I have studied English since a long time ago, and I got in this platform since August the last year, and well, I participate a lot of different schools, private teacher, and others types of kinds of course. But here on Talk and Talk, I feel more confident, and finally I find myself in the better place when talk about in English. Yeah, certainly I have to improve a lot, but the first time I feel that my skills became a little better. That's really nice. And well, I live at São Vicente, and I'm married. I have a daughter and 2 cats. That's it.
Very good. Thank you so much, Ricardo, for sharing about you. And you, Mariana. Hello. Can you introduce yourself for us?
Hello. Gente, antes de eu começar a me introduzir-me, desculpa minha cara de choro, eu estava numa sessão de terapia, daí fiz uma sessão de hipnose, daí é bem profundo.
Legal.
So, my name is Mariana, I'm 28 years old. I'm married, don't have kids, but I have a dog. It's like a daughter for me. I know, Ricardo, sorry for that. My mother don't like you when I saw this, but I love my dog. I know maybe in the future I will think different. In my free time, I like to cook, walk with my dog. Now, me and my husband, we start to learn to play tennis and beach volley, and we will start to change our life for one for we give a better health, something like that. A gente está mudando nosso estilo de vida para uma vida mais saudável.
Very good. That's nice. I think it's something really good to make, like to try to do more exercises. Yeah. So, as you know, my name is Yasmin. I'm 21. I live in São Paulo with my parents. I work as a teacher, and in my free time, I love to stay at home, like doing nothing or watching TV shows, things like this. And today we'll talk about immigration. So I share the questions on the chat. So Ricardo, let's start with you. Have you considered immigrating? And if so, where would you go?
Well, I listen to a lot of people tell about another countries, so yeah, certainly there are places that's much better from Brazil. Unfortunately, the economy, the other things. Well, I well sometimes there are some improvements, but these topics don't motivate me or provoke me. That's the intention of the change for another country. But there is a specific topic, and I think a lot of times about it. That's the security. That's in my opinion, is the worst problem of Brazil. That's occurs a little. I think that's so strange for me, so weird. The Vitman on Brazil became a bad guy. Let me clarify. When you are walking the streets and attend a phone call in your cell phone, and someone steal you, and they pick up your cell phone, the first question about this situation is how this thing happened, what occurs when you was robbery. So in this case, this question is completely wrong in my opinion, because doesn't matter about it. Okay, it's not possible to be a naive person. Okay, certain places not possible to attend a phone call. That's okay. But for the other hand, it's not against a law. No? So it's a common situation. And I have an experience in Chile, and they feel this sense of security. It's so good. First of all, when I arrive on this place, I don't feel so comfortable because I didn't know the place, but after some while I realized I started to notice these things, and I noticed the people walking on the streets, attend a phone call, and in other situations. So is the only thing that I provoke myself changing for another country, or I don't know, maybe a terrible situation. I lost my job and don't receive another opportunity. So, but I don't consider myself in another place in the normal conditions. That's it. I'm sorry, I forgot. I tell a lot of things. I'm sorry.
No, but I was thinking about the issue. Like many people, they go to other countries because of like the security or because of the opportunities. Yeah, and I think Mariana can talk a little about this. Yeah.
Yes, me and my husband decided to move out Brazil when our house was stolen, and the first place we want is to move to Canada, but like you already know, we're living here in Czech Republic almost fourth month, because because they work from my husband, but before the pandemic we are prepared to live a season in New Zealand, and so every place out from Brazil, we going if we have the chance, but we can't to go to New Zealand because the pandemic. We are the tickets by a passagem comprada, but the boards closed, so you can't to go to there. And now we are here, and I am a immigrating. Eu sou uma imigrante, né? Não sei. But the first desire, primeiro desejo era primeira opção it's Canada, and because the security.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like, I don't know, like we are living some bad moment, yeah, because I think the violence is increasing. So it's been more and more difficult to find like a safe place to live, yeah. Because sometimes, oh, I think this place is safe, so I will stay there, but maybe it's not. But the second question is talking about some common reasons why people choose to immigrate to a new country. So we talked about like security and about opportunities, but can you think about more? So we can start with you, Mariana. Can you think about more common reasons?
Yes, so for us is security, the quality of life, and the financial gain. For example, here they have more value for workers. Eles dão mais valores nos trabalhadores, vamos assim dizer. For example, my husband start to work 9 a.m., maybe 10, and finish at 4 p.m. And they value this because they think they are alive out from work. And when you arrived here, I asking to my husband, "Oh, you don't work?" It's like you work menos loss than when you live in Brazil. And he say it's okay, it's normal for they, and they incentive this. For example, when the time for lunch, they go outside and drink beer and back to office, and 3 or 4, everyone out and go to beer again, because here is the capital of the world to beer, you know. É a capital da cerveja. Here the beer is more cheap than water, and they incentive to you have a life outside the work.
I'm sorry, which country and city?
In Praga.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, when you walk for streets, sometimes in the morning you see a person drink beer. It's common, and it's different. When we arrived here, shocked me, because that they don't work a lot. They value your time, and you just do what you need to do, and okay, you do your time. In that case, in the case of my husband, you have to do this and do this, and okay, you need to asking for more and more and want to do more. No, they say go to do something. When our holidays, they stop it, and the incentive to employees to travel, and they give vacations for free. For example, my husband can't don't need to work if they don't want tomorrow, for example, just need to say to the leader, and it's more easy. And they I don't know how to say, they pay much for this. Não é questão de ganho financeiro, sabe? I don't know, não sei como explicar isso em inglês, mas eles pagam para que você tenha uma vida relativamente boa e que você consiga viver fora do seu trabalho, que você consiga sair para jantar, para fazer uma pequena viagem, você ter uma coisa que você queira, sabe? Coisas mais ou menos desse tipo. Então, isso foi uma das coisas que a gente optou por sair do Brasil, mas a principal é a qualidade de vida e a segurança.
Very good. And you, Ricardo, can you think about other reasons?
Well, I love the perspective that is possible to get any kind of job and receive enough money to pay your bills. That's really nice in my opinion. Yeah, certainly. If there are specific jobs, it's not possible to save money or don't have conditions to pay to go in the restaurants or specific laser or things like that. But for other hand, the perspective that you receive enough money to pay your bills independent of this job that you are working, that's really nice. And unfortunately, on Brazil there are two tough situations. It's really difficult to get any kind of job, and it depends on the job. It's not possible to receive enough money to pay your bills. Sometimes you have to do a different well, in your free time is necessary to, I don't know, try to sell something or another things to receive an extra money to pay your bills or provide better conditions for your family. For example, in my opinion, I don't really matter about what kind of job I have to do, but unfortunately, if you wanted to, if I wanted to receive more quantity of money or provide a better conditions or have more free time to relax or something, unfortunately, just a few types of jobs is possible to was harder than Brazil to get this condition. That's it.
Yeah, you said this about like to receive money, but sometimes it is not enough to pay our bills. But I think this is something that we as Brazilian, we always do, yeah. We usually spend more money than we receive. I think maybe because of credit cards too, because we think that we have that money that they put there, but we don't have. So, and what about the challenges? So, which challenges do immigrants often face? So, Ricardo, can you think about like some challenges that a person can face going to other country or other city to other state?
Well, certainly the culture is a kind of barrier. Uh, I don't know if you right, but it's xenophobia or something. Xenophobia or something. There are some prejudice and the other situations, but well, it's necessary to accept some conditions because, well, it's not your country, no? You was born in another country, so these persons are colder than Brazilians. Yeah, it's not wrong. It's different, no? for these guys. Is but for the other hand, in our lives is it's so difficult to receive or to get all the positive side, né? Choices is when you have to look at the scenario and analyze the better conditions, not the perfect conditions, but the better conditions. So when you choose this option, certainly it's not possible to have just the same condition on the other side. Oh, for example, I got a better job in another place, but I have to keep away from my family. That's it.
I think this is something really complicated when we are talking about like prejudice, yeah, because we know that in some countries they have some prejudices that maybe you are someone that they will avoid to talk with, and it's really difficult to understand this. So, and you, Mariana?
For me, in my case, it's the food and the language. For example, when I start here in TNT, maybe Yasmin remember, I feel a little angry and sad because it's a time when I don't find anything I want. For example, rice, beans, and meat here is very expensive. And for example, the condensed milk, it's not sweet, so sweet like ours. It's different too. We
Ah.
don't find the batata palha or make a estrogonofe. And the cassava is difficult to find here.
What's mean cassava?
And mandioca,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's difficult to find for me. Buy the cassava, I need to take a bus and pace an hour of my life in this bus for buy cassava. And that different thing is very expensive. For example, 1 kilo for our rice, it's like R$ 35 if I will change for real, for real, and it's different, but eu tô acostumando with this because here they eat meat for pork. I don't know if this is right, and they eat a lot of potatoes, different types, just not fries, but some bread from potatoes when they will lunch or dinner. It's different, but I don't like the the pork meat pork. I não gosto de carne de porco. And in second case, the language is difficult for me because the second language here is English, and like you can see, I don't speak well. And the first language here is Czecho. So most of the time, most of the people speak English, but sometimes they don't like immigrants, and they don't speak with you in English just because they don't like you. And here is difficult because they don't have much black people. I don't know how to say that. For example, eu não sei se eu posso falar black people? Eu acho que não pode, né? Eu não sei como
Yeah,
que é.
yeah.
Black people. For example, for our time, I do a English face-to-face here in a class. And the girl said that the first time she saw black people is when he was in college, and they don't and she don't have a preconceito, but she find different, and she stay 5 minutes look to the boy because the color is different. So um, my color is different from them, and they say that you can take a sun and something like that, and they don't like so much. I don't know. I don't want to show. Eu não quero parecer, sei lá, ingrata or sound different, but they are a little. I don't know. I don't know if this is because, like Ricardo say, they are a cold person, cold, pessoa fria,
Uh-huh.
or because they have preconceito. In some case, some situation, I say, no, if you are so independent, so buy a wall and turn the country and leave everyone here together. If asking help for anybody, for any country, and live here, because this make it sound angry from me, but thinking we come here, it's not your first option, but we come here because they need to work for my husband. If they are so sufficient, so make persons for do the job they want, you know. Gente, não me entenda mal.
No, but I know what you are talking about, and I totally agree. I
Yeah.
think like it's the same thing on the United States, yeah. Like many
Yeah.
Brazilians go there to do like to be like house cleaner, and
Yeah.
some American like they don't like this. But if you don't like, so clean your house by your own.
Yes, and here we see people cool, like the Ricardo say, and they don't say anything from you, and just take the things in the supermarket and then fight, and why you do this? But for example, our supermarket next to my house, and sometimes of the day our woman there, it's amazing, and she speaking English, and the I don't know, maybe she born in Brazil because she is very nice, and make you feel more comfortable, something like
How
that.
much time you are living in Praga?
4 months.
4 months.
Just,
It's a
just
fresh new, no? I believe,
yes,
yeah, certainly you are adapting in this new
yes.
reality, so it's difficult.
I I start to feel more free, free, medo, because I participate this class presential here, and the day Easter they say that is different for my perception, and makes me feel uh free from the other people or something like that. I don't know, but I don't have that the preconceito, because are some people's nice here. One day I go to walk with my dog, and the Alk Street are a old woman, and she started to speak with me in Czech, and I said I don't understand, and she stayed there for 20 minutes to speak with me, and I left when she left, and she is very nice. Mesmo eu não understand anything, she was nice with me.
Yeah, but you learn some phrases in Czech to help.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's
No,
nice.
no, no help. Just bom dia or boa noite. Here they are some just one word, like dobry den, and you say this every time you see someone. And for example,
I
good
want you to
morning,
request.
afternoon, night.
I want you to request to tell us something in Czech, not a heart attack, né? Dobra then.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you say thank you is não, ai, tava na minha cabeça, esqueci. A Sarah meio que cantando assim, alguma coisa assim. The woman from if I work sometimes like babysitter, she is Brazilian and his husband is born here, and she starts to teach me some words when I go to take the sons in school, and she learned Dublin and Asarano and Jekoyu is thank you, and she teach me this word.
Oh, very good. It's nice that you have someone that can teach you some things, yeah. So
Yes.
and I think like talking about this that we were talking about like prejudice, I think we can go to number 5. So what are some common misconceptions or stereotypes about immigrants? So Ricardo, what do you think about this one?
The typical is Brazilian talk Spanish. Well, I believe that is when on Brazil, a lot of people think commit a mistake. Well, when you are a hard worker, or if you are a organized person, or you have discipline, normally this person is a boring person. That's weird. No? Oh, you are so organized, so you have discipline and some things. I don't think that you are a happy person, for example. So, and the things happen the certain way when the immigrant, not immigrant, when the foreigner watch a TV and for example, what the girls in the Ipanema or the Carnival and the other things. Oh, every Brazilian love samba and they wanted to use a bikini. And as the culture is so different in countries like that, is the people, some foreigners think that every woman, Brazilian woman, is a professional of sex. So, and sometimes it's necessary to, not sometimes, it's necessary to change this profile or the perception for foreigners in Brazil. But for other hand, part of this thing is Brazilian guilt, because, well, reporters or another persons just wanted to send this message for another country. Oh, Brazil is just carnival, samba, and other things. So, but it's not a reality. We us like Brazilians know about it. So for the other hand, it's happened the same thing in Brazil, because when you talk about Germans or Americans, so sometimes you have this concept, because, well, there are Germans or Americans is a more serious person and others not so much. That's it. I believe that is when you pass from this barrier about the, how do you say, the language. Unfortunately, it's necessary to learn the another language to have more the opportunity to pass the message for these guys. So it's necessary to study hard to learn this language to try to how do you say, have more friendships and adapt more faster from this new place. That's it.
Yeah, I was thinking here while you were talking, and I think like in the same way that stereotypes can connect us, because like you will think, oh, okay, I know that this person don't like, I don't know, hugs, so I will not hug this person. I think at the same time they can make us like be more, to have more prejudice, yeah, as you said, about like some people see like Brazilian women as just like to have sex or something like this. So, and you, Mariana?
I agree with Ricardo in some parts, but he forgot the football. Every
Exactly.
every man when I arrive in another country, they say you play football like the Brazilians. And when I go to beach volley, and when I arrive there are a man from here, and they say if you can chew take the ball with your hand, you can do like the Brazilian do with the foot, or you bum bum, que é tipo bum bum. And they say that, but I thought, like I said before, they don't like the immigrant because they think we are stall their jobs, but it's not that way. And and they think, I don't know, it's difficult to say some another things different from the Ricard said before, but I thought is that they the principal for me, they think we come to here for stall their jobs.
I think this is something that many, like the major part of people thinking this way, yeah. And like in the, like nowadays we are receiving many immigrants here in Brazil, and it's something that all Brazilians are talking, oh my god, we don't have job for us, so why are we receiving more? So, and not immigrants, but I think
Yes,
refugees, yeah, we are
yes,
receiving more, so we
Yeah.
need to understand the situation, yeah.
yeah. But another things they can think is we go to another country for be rich, and no is different. Uh, I will formulate. Maybe they for example, they think we are here make money for because we are want to be rich in Brazil, but it's not like that. Uh, we saw two side, because the side from the person who lives here with you, they think we come here for take the jobs, and the you're born country think you are here for be rich and you have a lot of money, but it's not like that. It's difficult to move to another country. And because I have a regular life here, I have much money, and the money I do here is different for use when you are in Brazil, because the things there is very expensive, and is different. Maybe it's the same money you give when you live in Brazil is the same you give when you are in another country, but the power for meu marido fala em português, o poder do dinheiro, o poder de compra é diferente.
Yeah, yeah. It's sometimes us commit mistakes that when do you make a conversion directly, real and the euro, for example, because yeah, some people use it to say that it's possible to go to the supermarket and waste around 400 euros, and in Brazil is like 2,000 reais. It's not exactly for
Yes.
400 euros. Is just 400 euros. It's like 400 reais in Brazil, because this guy don't receive 2,000 euros. Receive, yeah, it could be they receive 2,000 euros, but he wastes 400 euros too. So in this case, it's not possible to convert, in my opinion. But
Yes, but is difficult if you born another country, don't make this conversion, because sometimes I buy
yeah,
something
exactly,
here
exactly.
and I say, oh, it's so much money. In
Uh-huh.
Brazil, I can, with this money, I can help my mother or my sister or something like that. For example, for here in the first time, I looking for someone for doing my eyebrows, and the price, if I convert, is like 200 reals. And I thought, no, I don't do this. It's a lot of money. And I start to asking for another woman who lives here most of time than me, and they say, oh, it's cheap for the price, the things here. And it's difficult, you don't do this conversion. Eu falei certo, eu acho que eu falei R$ 200, tá? Eu não sei se eu falei 200 reais.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. And like talking about this, I think we can also talk about like illegal immigration. So, Ricardo, like skip to number 9. What social issues can be related to illegal immigration?
I just think that it's so hard to move to another country because there are a lot of problems, prejudice, the new language, the new culture, and I don't think clearly about this person that commits this mistake. Well, either go to the another country like illegal immigration. So I believe that is the only reason, in my opinion, is how do you say desespero? Because well, is this person probably have so bad conditions in Brazil that there are a lot of different difficult situations. That's because when you go to another country and they have to face so big challenges and you are illegal, so I believe that it's not possible to have peace. So I believe that you have to work and think about if this person could denunciate, I don't know, you, and well, I don't know, maybe it's better keep in Brazil. I don't know. It's difficult to think about it. Sometimes it's difficult to put yourself in another place. So that's it.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult to think about this because sometimes I think, oh my God, I'm so afraid of doing this kind of thing, like to
Yeah,
go to a place to other country illegally, that I can't think that someone can do this
yeah,
and they have like courage to do this. But
certain.
and you, Mariana, what do you think?
I think yes, because the majority of who decide to move to another country and illegal is because they need some money or they want to give a better life for your kids
Yeah,
and keep more keep more secret. Yeah, but because it, for example, I come here legally. It's difficult for me because I have the right to be here and think another person illegal. It's I thought it's more difficult, and most of the things is because the social in service because they need money, they want to give them a better life for yourself or for your kids or something like that.
And so talking about this, can you see like a way to support and like to make easier like for immigrants like to stay in a place but like
Maybe uh I don't know. For example, after 1 month here, we find a group of people from Brazil, and they help us a lot. They I don't know how to say it in English, but they help us with everything. If you need to go to the doctor, you send a message, and a man of the person people send the address and do and explain what you need to do. And I thought they need to I don't know if it's something for support. Someone who just arrived in another country, and the Brazilians, it's amazing. The Brazilian people is amazing. You can find someone like us in any place.
yeah, very good. I think like if you can help like even support like asking if the person needs something, it's like a way to help, yeah.
Yes.
And you, Ricardo, what do you think? It's the number 10.
uh, I don't know. uh, well, I believe that I could think about if you uh, went to this place, I try to study hard the language and the culture. But this question is about well, when do I welcome this uh, the foreigners. So in this case, it's necessary to have respect and try to help provide, I don't know, food or another things. A friend of mine, he's living on Canada, and it's so different from Brazil because his wife is a student, and they receive free pass to use the transportation, and it's possible to go to 3 or 4 supermarkets and receive food in the others. Is like a cesta básica, né? So in this, there are good famous labels like Nestlé and the others, and the neighborhood gave a lot of things. He had a new house, and it's just necessary to buy 2 blankets because TV, tools, and a lot of things they receive from the foreigners, not foreigners, the Canadians. So I believe that it's possible to do something like that, to receive well, provide the respect in the others kind of things. That's it.
Very good, very good. I couldn't agree more. And